In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys the best new sniping filters here in NBA 2K23 MyTeam. I've got some great filters lined up. Make sure to go ahead and leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. Only 10% of you guys are subscribed, so check and make sure right now that you are subbed up. And let's get straight into these filters. I've got some very good new filters today. So you're going to go to dark matter for the color. Then for the theme here, it's very interesting. You're going to go over here and put it to interdimensional. Now, this is one of the only collections left in the game that all the cards are still semi-expensive. You got Bol, Tim Thomas, and Luka Doncic. So as you can see here, all you're going to do is go over to the maximum buyout and find the cheapest Tim Thomas, which usually is going for about 23 to 24,000 MT. So with that being said, obviously, all you have to do here is go ahead and put his price 10% less because of the tax. So put it down to about 20,000 MT, and at about 20K, any cards you see are guaranteed to make you profit. You can see Tim Thomas, you can see Luka, and you can see Bol. If you guys watched my last video, at the end of my last video that I posted, I sniped a Tim Thomas for 6K on this filter and flipped him for 23K. And I've been using this filter since then, and it's been very, very consistent. So make sure to go ahead and give this filter a shot. But with that being said, let's go ahead and move into the next filter here. So for the next filter, you're going to go over here to the theme and you're going to set it to invincible. Then from here, you're going to go over to the maximum buyout. And first of all, let me show you how much the cheapest invincibles are currently going for. And I'm pretty sure it's somewhere around 56 to 58,000 MT. Yep, I was right. It's about 56 to 58K, and it's going to be Steph Curry. As you can see, he's the cheapest invincible in the game at about 56 to 58K. But with that being said, to guarantee yourself some profit, just put the max buyout to about 50,000 MT here, and any invincible you see is guaranteed to make you profit. If you do go ahead and snipe Curry, it is profit, but you can see any invincible in the game. If you guys are following my Twitter at GrimFateYT, you will see that I actually saw a DeMarcus Cousins pop up on this filter for 1.4K, and I missed it, unfortunately, but that's how good this filter is. I was on this filter, and there was a boogie for 1.4K. If I was able to get it, I would have been able to flip it for about 90K and make about 85,000 profit, which would have been insane. But the next filter here, go over to the color and put it to Galaxy Opal. Then, first of all, let me show you how much Galaxy Opals are currently selling for. And as you can see, Galaxy Opals are currently going for about 28 to 2900 MT, but they sell instantly at about 2850. So with that being said, to guarantee yourself at least a decent amount of profit here, just put the max buyout to 2250. Now, this is a filter that is going to be very much uncontested. No one really uses this filter, but it's a solid budget filter. And if you are on filters and some of the filters are dry or something, and you want to just hop on here and get a couple snipes, you can definitely go ahead and do that by hopping on this filter. And yeah, with that being said, let's move into the next one. As you guys can see here, we're going to go over here and put the theme to invincible, but it's going to be a different filter this time. We're going to put the minimum bid, as you can see here, to 100,000 MT and the minimum buyout to 500. And first of all, as you can see, there is going to be a scroll on this filter, but as you can see, I picked up Anthony Edwards and Steph Curry. All in all, it was like under 100,000 MT to get both of them, but I did snipe one. And that allows me to enable out this filter and make it much, much better of a scroll. So as you can see, once I enable it, the scroll is much smaller. It's still a scroll, definitely, but this filter is pretty uncontested because of the fact that it's very expensive to enable it out. So even with this scroll, I will be able to snipe cards, and as you can see, in between these two cards would be my snipes. And as you can see on this filter, I was able to get that Westbrook. I thought it was a snipe, but it looks like Westbrook is not a snipe. So you need to be very, very careful with which invincibles you snipe to make sure that you get profit. But with that being said, let's go ahead and move into the next filter here, y'all. So for the next filter, you're going to go over here to the name, and it's going to be a Yao Ming filter. Now, this is going to be a slow filter, so if you want more popping filters, stick around. I've got a lot more popping up in a couple of seconds here, but this filter right here is going to be an easy filter to go ahead and try to snipe a Yao Ming. As you can see, he's selling at about 90-something thousand MT. So all in all, if you're able to get him for like 85K and under, or like 80K and under, honestly, I would say like under 80K is a good price to get this Yao Ming. But again, like I said, he's not really in any packs right now, so this is a pretty slow filter. I mean, all the cards are in those new Luka packs, but again, this is not going to be a card where you're going to see a ton of snipes. But if you're looking to pick up a Yao, you can hop on that filter. I've got some more great filters though, so let's get into the next one, which is very good. So for this filter here, you're going to go over to the theme and set it to end game. And as you can see, D-Rob is still a snipe, Luca's still a snipe, Paolo is still a snipe, but he is the smallest snipe right now. Paolo Banchero is only going for probably around 120 to 150, but he still is a snipe. And then Kevin Durant is definitely a good snipe. He's going for around 300k plus. So any card besides Paolo is going to make you probably a minimum of 150,000 MT profit, but even Paolo will get you a solid 30k profit. So again, any card on this filter is going to be solid for some profit. So just put end game minimum buyout 500 and just try the filter out. It's solid, but I've got some more great filters lined up, so do not click away yet. We're going to go ahead and hop into these filters in a second here. But again, make sure you just go ahead and give the endgame filter a shot, y'all. But with that being said, let's move into the next filter, man. So for the next filter, we're going to go over to the theme here. And as you can see, we're going to set it to invincible, but it's going to be different. Now we're going to go power forward. As you can see, you can snipe Giannis, Anthony Davis, Evan Mobley, Wembanyama, all on this filter. And they're all guaranteed to make you profit. The only card that is not a snipe is Jabari Smith Jr. But as you can see, I'm about to show you, I'm pretty sure there's barely any of them that will even pop up. As you can see here, yeah, I don't even have to set the bid. There's barely any Jabaris popping up. So with that being said, this is one of the most elite filters in the game. All you have to do is go invincible for the theme, position power forward, and minimum buyout 500. You will have a small scroll with Jabari Smith, but it's very much worth it because you're going to be able to see Giannis, Anthony Davis, Victor Wembanyama, and somebody else that I'm not remembering right this second, but I just showed y'all, and you saw that there is 4 different cards you can snipe. Obviously, Wembanyama is the biggest one that you're going to try to be getting here because he is the most expensive card in the game. But with that being said, let's move into the next filter, which is going to be the Victor Wembanyama filter. Now, I think Victor Wembanyama, if I'm not mistaken, the next edition of him is still going for around 90 to 95,000 MT, if I'm not mistaken, but let's just double check that here. So yeah, as you can see, he is not cheap. But he is a very good filter to go ahead and hop on to try to make some profit. And as you can see, Wembanyama is going to pop up here around 94 to 95k. So to guarantee yourself some profit on this filter, all I would do is put the name to Victor Wembanyama and put the maximum buyout to around 85,000 MT. You're going to be able to not only see the next Wembanyama, but also if somebody does put up an invincible Wembanyama for 85k or cheaper, you will be able to see it on this filter as well, which is what makes this filter so valuable to go ahead and hop on. But as you can see here, there's a lot of these next Wembanyamas, so really the best way to set it up, again, you're not going to be able to snipe the invincible Wembanyama at 100k and try to snipe the next at 85k. You're gonna have to pick one or the other. You either hop on invincible Wemby or you hop on the next Wemby, and you have a chance of seeing him on the next Wemby filter as well, but it would only be 85k and less. Next filter, y'all, we're gonna go over here to the theme and put it to heroes. Then we're gonna go over here to the minimum bid. Pay attention here, put it to 100,000 MT, then put the minimum buyout to 500. As you can see, the scroll is not that bad. It's not that bad of a scroll at all, and in between those two cards right there around the 3 to 4 hour mark, between MJ and Paul George, or MJ and Penny, I can't really tell. That is where you're going to want to go ahead and snipe cards. And this filter is super elite because of the fact that there is so many great profitable snipes on this filter. Look at who's on this filter. You get Tim Thomas, who's going to make you at least 50 to 100,000 profit. You got Ben, who's going to make you about 150k profit. You've got Jokic, who's going to make you around 200,000 MT profit. You've got Yao, who's going to make you probably around 400 to 500,000 profit. And same thing with Bobo. This filter is broken. The amount of profit you can get off this filter is absolutely insane, and it is absolutely worth giving it a shot. So definitely try it out. But with that being said, the keyword for today's video is going to be Anthony Edwards. So if you made it this far into the video, comment ant or an ant emoji, and I will like and reply to every single comment that has ant or an ant emoji to see who the logos are. Like the video and sub up. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace out.